Yo, what is going on, man? We back with another video, man. This right here is from Hyper Crystals. I remade BFDIE into opposites, man. I just did that BFDIE reaction on my main channel, man. Go check that out, man. I will leave it in the link in the description.
Crystal Overseer Revival just happened, and BFDIE released a new season, so you know what that means. In a previous video, which I'm sure you watched,
which I was pissed that Fern won.
I remade every single BFDIE character into their exact opposite. Why the fuck did I talk like that? I created this cast of 21 BFDIE opposite characters that you all know and love. Plushes have been made of them, even Carrie voiced them. I said it! But at the same time Battle for Nightmare Moon was being hosted, the announcer came and told them, yo, I'm just gonna host another season right here. Is that cool with you guys? And I'm also taking Fluffy. We got 11 characters to make opposites of, so let's get this going. First up, we've got Fern. Now, with my last video, the dichotomy was crazy, okay? You got Fiery, turn him into Watery, boom, Chef's Kiss. And with Fern here, I wanted to do the exact same thing. Turn her into a Fire Stick, and then boom, done. But that's lazy.
Okay.
And Fire Stick isn't exactly an object. So instead, I wanted to go with another direction for its opposite. And for that, we don't even have to leave the plant world. Ferns are what's known as a non-flowering plant, which basically means that they're plants that don't produce flowers, fruits, or seeds. Okay. So the opposite of that is very simple. Turn fern into an actual flowering plant, which is how I came up with Mahonia, whose species is also known as the orange flame.
That's pretty cool right there, I ain't gonna lie.
Appears to be a little clumsy, Mahonia is very coordinated. And while Fern is an extremely slow runner, Mahonia is extremely fast. And that's just one of the 10 more designs we're gonna be making today. So please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy.
Yo, that's goated, I ain't gonna lie. That's goated, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Full cast of Battle for Nightmare Moon right here. Next up, we have Sidewalkie, and wait.
I gotta see what Sidewalkie is. I gotta see Sidewalkie.
Familiar. I'm currently filing a lawsuit against Jack and Jellyfy, but in the meantime, let's make it opposite. Coming up with his opposite was pretty easy. I mean, it's in his name. He's the sidewalk to the road. So let's just grab a slice of the road and make it into our new character. I gave it more of a rounded off roughness compared to Sidewalkie, a bit of texturing, and 3 yellow partition road marking. Genuinely, what do they even call these things? Meet Rhodey. He's slightly taller than
Rhodey. Hey, Rhodey looks way more cooler, bruh. Hey, this gotta be a real character. This gotta be a real character. Rhodey, I will love, man. Sidewalkie is trash. Sidewalkie do too much. We need to have like a duel. We need to have Rhodey versus Sidewalkie, bro. Who you think will win?
Straightforward, and basically everything we'd want from a man. He's the LeBron of the object show community. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the glade. Up next, we got Beach Ball, who's the joyous and whimsical little guy. And looking at their physical attributes, Beach Ball is very colorful, light, and round. So let's completely subvert that by giving them completely monotone colors, making them very angular and very heavy, which is why my opposite Beach Ball is Anvil. Now this guy does not
Anvil, okay, yeah. That's the Anvil. That would be a good matchup against Sidewalkie, honestly.
They're serious and gloomy, no matter the situation, which also makes them into one of the smartest characters, so it's not just a negative. Next up is Needy, which is actually very interesting. Needy in this cast is basically a counterpart to Needle, so that would mean my opposite would be a counterpart to Thread. And since the whole joke is that Needle doesn't like being called needy, that means that the opposite of needy would have to be something Thread doesn't like to be called. And so my idea is that Thread doesn't like being called a threat. See what I did there? And so
okay, you cooking now.
Threat, who's a triangular warning sign, similar to Deadly from BFDIE Mini again. Needy seems to be pretty laid back and calm, so quite fittingly, Threat would be highly tense and anxious. Up next, we have Hot Dog. Hot Dog appears to be
Hot Dog is my favorite character. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hot Dog got eliminated first episode. I was pissed.
Hot Dog in a bun with onions and mustard. And personality-wise, he's very stubborn and low energy. To come up with his opposite, I turn to the most ancient debate of all time. Are hot dogs sandwiches? I mean, they fit the structural definition of filling inside bread.
I know.
But for the sake of this video,
that was a question too. Is a hot dog a sandwich, man? Let me know in the comment section. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Let's say that they're opposites, which is why I created Sandwich, who's the nicest and friendliest person there is. Next up is Rose, who's notably voiced by
Rose,
aka the creator of popular animated series Little Ranmo, and this one show called The Amazing Digital something, I don't remember. Anyway, in my original video, I turned
Amazing Digital Circus.
And for Rose, I wanted to go in a different direction, completely leaving the natural world and turning Rose into a man-made object. And considering her unconventional body dimensions, I turned Rose into Powerline. Rose seems to be pretty laid back, so Powerline would be pretty uptight. And get this,
I don't know about this one. You was cooking the previous ones, but Powerline, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about this one. But I mean, I guess it's this, you know, I was gonna say the same structure, but you know, the same, you know, design, you know, it goes, you know, it's a cross design and it has this. So technically, in a sense, it can be a flower. If we would have said STEM, then it still wouldn't have been right. So I guess you cooked on this
Voice
one,
actor
guess.
will be Luke from SMG4. Absolute cinema, I know. Up next is Jamie, who seems to be a timid and fairly smart contestant. And appearance-wise, she's a glass jar with peach-flavored jam inside. Peach jam is sweet, mild, and soft. Therefore, the opposite would move away from the sweet fruitiness towards savory and acidic flavor, which is why I'm turning Jamie into a can of tomato juice. And personality-wise, she's an idiotic loudmouth who's very outspoken. Moving on to Ruler, in my previous videos, I turned every school object into a sports object, and since Ruler is a ruler, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And the only sports object I could think of that matches the dimensions is a hockey stick. So while Ruler is an eccentric control freak, hockey stick is nice and very shy. Moving on to toothpaste, this one is actually quite the easy one, because to subvert a paste that's designed to keep your teeth healthy is to make a paste that does the complete opposite, which is why I turned toothpaste into a chocolate syrup paste thing. I honestly don't know what they're called.
Oh, they do got chocolate toothpaste though. I never had it, but I will try it one day. You know, I tried on stream, bro.
And while toothpaste is obsessed with fighting people to be her enemy, Chocolate Squirt is constantly looking for new friends, while being very gentle. Moving on to Money, she's not just a dollar bill. She's the embodiment of the concept of money. A shared belief system.
I got a love and hate relationship with money.
Symbols represent certain values, which is why my opposite for money would have to be something priceless. So I present to you the power of dirt. I'm turning money into dirt. Throughout the course of the series, money transformed from a nice character.
It's dirt cheap. Okay, I see what you did with that.
Progression, starting mean and becoming nice. Onwards to Sticker, they're an annoying little guy and dirty little cheater. And so to create their opposite, we need to tone all of that down. Once a sticker gets stuck, they're incredibly annoying to remove. So you'll often see people using blades to get them out.
No.
Which is also my opposite for Sticker.
Blade,
is completely fair, as they're principled, honest, and humble. Competent, quiet, and very careful. Make sure to subscribe for more content.
There we have it, man. Which polar opposite do you think was the best? I forgot the name of Fern, but the opposite of Fern was the one I think was the coolest out of this video, man. Y'all let me know which one y'all think. Hey, I'm glad they included Hot Dog in this video, man. Y'all hit the like, hit the sub. Make sure you watch my newest BFDIE video. I posted on my main channel, man. Y'all hit that like, hit that sub, man. We out. Peace.